recently my daughter and I, well, my whole family, were visiting and traveling. And anyway, we were outside of a parking lot, and my daughter found some money on the ground. $22 cash money, a 20 and 2 ones. She was so excited. She's 10 years old. And so she was pretty excited. She was like, man, I just found money in the bank. And so I said, well, baby, we need to take it inside to the business and give it to the manager. And she said, why? I found it. And it just started this entire conversation about, you know, when you find money on the ground, is it yours? Is it someone else's? Did you try to turn it in? And so we started this whole dialogue around this idea, like, when is it appropriate to take money that you find or items that you find? And for me, it's pretty simple. For me, it comes down to integrity. And it's an old question, what is your integrity worth? I mean, is your integrity worth $22? But I know that some people don't see it that way. It's not an integrity issue. It's just simply finding stuff and there's no one to give it to and all this stuff. It's not so simple. So let me give you another situation. I was with a friend several years back who had to get his license renewed, and we went into the DMV, and sure enough, he was literally 1 day over when he needed to get that license renewed. It had officially expired, and so he had all kinds of fees. So he's in the DMV and he's talking to him about it, and she finally looks at him and goes, listen, if you write me this check for yesterday instead of today, it's going to be like $40 and we'll get you your new license and we'll just move on. She's like, but if you put it for today, I mean, it's going to be hundreds of dollars. I think it might have been close to $1,000. And it was this moment, right? Like, what is your integrity worth? Because for some, $1,000, oh my gosh, yeah, it might be worth that. To my daughter, $22. But what is worth it? When somebody asks you to do something, is it worth doing it the right way when you're asked to do it? I mean, if it was a quarter on the ground, if it was a project, just a simple task that's been asked of you, hey, did you make your bed this morning? To my kids, what's their integrity worth? Is their integrity worth not doing the bed or telling me that they did the bed when they didn't? If you're at the DMV and they tell you it's going to be $1,000 difference by simply putting a date difference from yesterday versus today, is your integrity worth that? Those are questions that you have to answer. And ultimately, what is your integrity worth is probably one of the most important questions you're ever going to ask yourself. Because it's that question that's going to set us up for long-term success, because everyone sees it. The problem with integrity is that we don't know whether or not we have it until we get challenged with something. The old adage, it takes a lifetime to earn, but a moment to lose. That's what I want you to chew on today. Have a great one.